I'm back with a quick video. I'm going to talk a little bit about the communication style between like sensors and intuitors. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry, but you know, sensing and intuition. And I'm gonna make this quick, but and this video is like no shade or anything, but this is just certain things that I've picked up on my own, and also things that other people with the intuition have. I've also heard as well from them say. I notice with like people who are more sensor. I do notice that there is a difference in communication. I don't really think you can really deny that. Like, and again, this video is not to make like anybody upset, but again, this is just stuff that I've experienced, that I've seen like kind of common. But I've noticed like, and this is again, and I'm kind of drawing back on what other people have said too, that people who really like study the MBTI, of course, like if you're not really like, you may not understand exactly what I'm talking about. But I've noticed that, like, with a sensor, for example, my brother, I'll use him. He has not taken the personality test, but from what I know of MBTI, I am pretty sure he would be categorized as a sensor. Exactly what type, again, I'm not sure, but I'm actually very certain that's what he is. And, you know, I've known him all my life, too. So, I do notice, like, even him, there is a difference. With sensors, I've noticed that when talking, sometimes you have to be more literal than metaphoric. Not saying that you can't use, like, metaphors, and again, I'm using these terms just for the sake of using them, but I remember someone kind of saying, like, metaphors can sometimes be, and I notice, like, even when I'm talking with him, when I spell things out more, or when my examples are very clear cut, I notice, like, he grasps my concept of what I'm saying better than when I'm, like, using more metaphoric stuff. And this is like, and again, I didn't know MBTI, you know, when I was younger, but I did notice, like, sometimes, like, I just notice, like, it's almost like when you're trying to talk to someone, it's like, why are they not understanding what I'm saying? Like, I'll have to explain something like 4 or 5 times, you know, but in different ways in order for them to get it. And after and now I understand why. Me growing up in a house of, I'm not quite sure what my mom is and what my dad was, but like, as far as their types, but I would definitely say it was more on the sensory side, at times. I would say half and half, for some people being that, some people being the other. But I did notice, like, there was definitely a difference. And even there's a friend of mine who's very sensory, and I noticed she's the same way, where it's like, I can't talk too, I'm trying to choose my words wisely. It's like, I have to definitely give clear-cut examples, or clear, like, be very literal and very clear of what I'm talking about. Because it's almost like the concept is not understood if I'm kind of just talking in the way I usually talk, because it kind of just goes like right over their heads.